Hola, mis estudiantes. Hoy vamos a leer el pasaje sobre Pablo Habla y su familia. Pero primero vamos a pronunciar las vocales. Las vocales son the vowels, but in Spanish, it is not pronounced like how we pronounce it in English. Listen carefully. Vamos a pronunciar trabalenguas. We are going to pronounce some tongue twisters. A, E, I, O, U. Arbolito del Perú. A, E, I, O, U. Ella, él, yo y tú. A, E, I, O, U. Arbolito del Perú. Otra vez. Again. A, E, I, O, U. Arbolito del Perú. A, E, I, O, U. Ella, él, yo y tú. A, E, I, O, U. Arbolito del Perú. Más rápido. So this time a little quicker. A, E, I, O, U. Arbolito del Perú. A, E, I, O, U. Ella, él, yo y tú. A, E, I, O, U. Arbolito del Perú. So you keep pronouncing and you get better and better and more confident. So now that you know your vowel sounds, we will still pronounce another trabalengua. Listen carefully. Mi mamá me mima, yo mimo a mi mamá. Más lento, a little slower. Mi mamá me mima, yo mimo a mi mamá. So you heard each vowel sound there. Okay? The last A in mama has an accent. I'll stress there. So listen carefully again. Mi mamá me mima, yo mimo a mi mamá. Más rápido. Mi mamá me mima, yo mimo a mi mamá. Mi mamá me mima, yo mimo a mi mamá. Mi mamá me mima, yo mimo a mi mamá. Okay. We are going to try one more trabalengua, and this time with the letter H that is always silent. Shortly, we are going to hear the Spanish alphabet so that you will hear the consonant sounds. And again, we reinforce that the H is always silent. Okay, so listen carefully. And of course, the letter J, Jota, is pronounced like the H sound in English. So we have a little problem here with this tricky trabalengua. Okay, but listen carefully. Hola, hijo. Hola, mi hijo. Again. Hola, hijo. Hola, mi hijo. Okay, so you heard the silent H and then the J, which has the H sound coming right after. So let's try the second line. Hola, hija. Hola, mi hija. Hola, hija. Hola, mi hija. Let's try the two lines together. Hola, hijo. Hola, mi hijo. Hola, hija. Hola, mi hija. Again. Hola, hijo. Hola, mi hijo. Hola, hija. Hola, mi hija. Okay. So this ties in with the passage that we are about to read. But before we get to that, we are going to listen to the Spanish alphabet.
¿Cómo se dice? How do you say? A key ingredient to both speaking and understanding Spanish is pronunciation. In other lessons, we have introduced vowels and consonants separately. This lesson will present the Spanish alphabet in its entirety. A reminder that, just like in English, there are a wide variety of accents and pronunciation differences. The ones presented in this video are the most common and widespread. Here we will take a look at the entire Spanish alphabet. Unlike the English alphabet, there are 30 letters in the traditional Spanish alphabet. There are 4 additional consonants that we do not have in English. As you will have noted in the consonants lesson, 2 of those consonants have recently been removed from the official Spanish alphabet, but they are included here so that you can learn these important pronunciations. Please repeat after me as each letter comes up. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, E, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, R, S, T, U, B, W, X, Y, Z. I have just taught you the name of each letter. If you were to ask someone to spell a word for you, this is how they would tell you. Did you notice that the B and the V sounded the same in Spanish? That can be a little confusing, so as you learn new words, note if they have one of those letters in them. Let's hear the letters one more time. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, E, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, R, S, T, U, B, W, X, Y, Z. Let's do a quick review of the letters that are only seen in Spanish. The letter Che can be found in the word chico. The letter Ñ can be seen in the word llama. The letter Ñ is seen in the word mañana. Finally, the letter R can be found in the word perro. What I have first shown is the name of each letter. Now let's go through and hear the sound that each letter makes. As in English, the C and the G make 2 different sounds depending on which vowels follow them. Also, please note that the H is silent in Spanish. Repeat after me. A, B, S, or K.
Okay, so now that we have reviewed the vowel song and el alfabeto castellano, the Spanish alphabet, now we can read or attempt to read Pablo habla de su familia. Okay, so let's look at this passage. Okay, what you can do, you can read 2 to 3 words at a time, especially if there's a long word or a problematic word. Okay, when you see a full stop, el punto, you stop. When you see the coma, you pause. When you see the exclamation mark, you change your tone, you exclaim. So your voice can raise a bit. When you see the question mark, you make sure you sound as though you are asking a question. So pay attention to that. Okay? So I'm going to read this through once. Listen carefully. Pablo habla de su familia. Somos 5 en mi familia. Mi padre, mi madre, mi hermana Mariana, mi hermano Enrique y yo. Mariana tiene 22 años y está casada con José. José es mi cuñado. Tienen una hija que se llama Anita. Anita es mi sobrina. Tiene 8 meses. Mi hermano Enrique tiene 24 años. Está casado con Carlota y tienen un hijo, Felipe, que es mi sobrino. Tengo 2 abuelos maternos, pero mis 2 abuelos paternos están muertos. Mis abuelos viven en el campo. Durante las vacaciones voy a visitarlos al campo. Son viejos y tienen pelo cano. Son muy amables y generosos. Mi abuela es gorda, pero mi abuelo es alto y delgado. Mi padre se llama Felipe Sánchez Ortega. Es contador. Mi madre se llama Elena Reyes de Sánchez. Ella es operadora de ordenadores y es más joven que mi padre. Mi familia vive en la ciudad en una casa de 2 pisos. Ok. Ahora, I will try to highlight, or I will try to use the highlighter to show you exactly how you can separate your words. Okay. So let's try. Okay. I'm going to probably use so es el título, this is the title. Pablo habla de su familia. I can pronounce it at one time. Pablo habla de su familia. But if you want to break up the sentence, all right, let's see. So you could say Pablo habla de su familia. But some students will probably want to break it up even more and say Pablo habla de su familia. If that is how you have to practice, in order to get it perfect. So eventually, when you break up your sentence, it will sound like this. Pablo habla de su familia. Okay? Let's try the first sentence. Somos 5 en mi familia. Okay, so you could put it there. All right? You cannot put it after each word. All right, so try to let it flow a bit. Okay, so we put that there. So what we have here are commas. So you know you have to pause a bit. So I'm not going to put anything. Make sure you observe the comma. In Spanish, we say coma. Mi padre, mi madre, mi hermana Mariana, mi hermano Enrique, y yo. So punctuation did it for us. Okay? But let's look at this sentence here. We can put our lines here. And then here. Because this is an expression together. Está casada con. Está casada con. Okay? So let's look at this. Let's see if we could pronounce. Mariana tiene 22 años y está casada con José. Okay, so we break up our sentence. Mariana tiene 22 años y está casada con José. When you get more confident. Mariana tiene 22 años y está casada con José. Let's try that again. Mariana tiene 22 años y está casada con José. Okay. You could still separate the sentence. José es mi cuñado. José es mi cuñado. And then you say it together. José es mi cuñado. Okay. We put our line here. So you say, tienen una hija, especially if it's a problematic word, the H is silent and the J is pronounced like the letter H, the H sound in English. Tienen una hija que se llama Anita. Okay, and then he pronounced the entire sentence. Tienen una hija que se llama Anita. Okay, so we'll go through this activity by putting our lines based on how well we could pronounce at first, and then we could get more confident and pronounce it together. So I'm putting my line here. Anita is mi sobrina. Anita is mi sobrina. And then we put it together. Anita is mi sobrina. If you want, you can put a line here, but for some students, it's not necessary. No es necesario. So you say, tiene 8 meses. Tiene 8 meses. Here we come across the punctuation marks again, the comma, so we don't need to put lines. So you could be guided by the punctuation marks. Mi hermano Enrique tiene 24 años. Okay, so the punctuation mark did it there. So what you can do for the entire passage, you can use your highlighter, your pen or your pencil, and you make your marks and you separate your words 2 or 3 at a time. It depends. If the comma is there, you observe the comma and pause. Okay, so you could use your pencil or pen or highlighter in the meantime until you are able to be more fluent when you are reading. Okay, so I'm going to erase it and you will practice the passage on your own. All right, so I'm going to erase all those lines. Okay. And you practice the passage. Eventually, you wouldn't need to put lines, okay? But at first, we will have to do it like that. Okay, so I'm going to read the passage one more time. Remember, A, E, O, U. The H is silent, the J has the H sound in English. Always read your title, okay? Es muy importante. Pablo habla de su familia. Somos 5 en mi familia. Mi padre, mi madre, mi hermana Mariana, mi hermano Enrique y yo. Mariana tiene 22 años y está casada con José. José es mi cuñado. Tienen una hija que se llama Anita. Anita es mi sobrina. Tiene 8 meses. Mi hermano Enrique tiene 24 años. Está casado con Carlota y tienen un hijo, Felipe, que es mi sobrino. Tengo 2 abuelos maternos, pero mis 2 abuelos paternos están muertos. Mis abuelos viven en el campo. Durante las vacaciones voy a visitarlos al campo. Son viejos y tienen pelo cano. Son muy amables y generosos. Mi abuela es gorda, pero mi abuelo es alto y delgado. Mi padre se llama Felipe Sánchez Ortega. Es contador. Mi madre se llama Elena Reyes de Sánchez. Ella es operadora de ordenadores y es más joven que mi padre. Mi familia vive en la ciudad en una casa de 2 pisos. ¿Ok? Mis estudiantes, practiquen mucho.